the island of Lanzarote, which is one of the Canary Islands, and it's actually so much cooler than I expected.
I think this pool is a definite must copy.
White big waves, big
We are at a marina in the Canary Islands and we are about to leave on the Atlantic crossing for a month. We'll be at sea for ages and we don't know if it'll be rocky or not, and we're about to go.
We're going to Cape Verde first. That's going to be about 5 or 6 days. The wind is a little bit on our side, should be quite a nice passage, and then from Cape Verde we head all the way to Barbados for New Year's.
We'll be in the Caribbean.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. We like that song at the moment.
Never think about tomorrow, what it brings. For now, we're living in the moment. To take a chance, we're moving with the future in our hands. So now, we're living for the moment.
Travelling with our mates Bogue and Mrs. Chippy. They go at a similar speed to us, so we're going to be able to contact them on AIS or see them on AIS, contact them on the VHF, and it just makes it feel a lot safer and a bit more fun.
So down, I'm just getting started. Now I've got nothing left to lose, and so we sing and dance. Never think about tomorrow, what it brings. For now, we're living in the moment. To take a chance, we're moving with the future in our hands.
This is passage on the first 2 days. Basically sleeping and just sitting up here with the cat. She's pretty snuggled in here if you want to take a look.
Does the cat make you happy, Bella?
She makes me very happy.
Sugar, you're so cute.
I think she's got the hiccups. She's like vibrating. It's weird.
Oh, look how big it was.
What are we looking at? Mrs. Chippy caught a fish.
Mrs. Chippy's big tuna.
Oh, we're so jealous.
This is their lure.
We saw them come through.
Well, they got a pinky on.
A pinky.
Yeah.
What's your problem, Josh? Why can't you catch anything?
Just going through a bit of a drought at the moment.
Oh, fish drought.
I just did catch a big tuna, but it was too big. And literally, the line kept screaming out. I had the clutch on full on strike, and it was still like pulling it. And then, luckily, it didn't take all my gear. The hook slipped.
Bummer.
It was a big tuna. We just saw a massive school of tuna. They're like, actually thousands of them, right? All jumping out of the water. Big suckers. It was amazing.
That's pretty cool. Jambon in the face is a very real hazard on this boat.
It's been a really tricky night here on Nikau. I didn't really sleep. Naomi did her watch. I was sort of jumping up every 10 minutes checking on things. The wind's behind us. We've got about 30 knots to our side, really. And it's really rocky. We're fully reefed. We're trying to slow the boat down as much as possible, but we're still surfing down these waves at 8 to 9 knots sometimes. And the strain on the gear can be intense, so I'm just going to actually go up in front of the boat now and check over it, make sure that there's no chafing on the lines, make sure all the screws are in place and all that kind of stuff. But we're making good ground, but unfortunately left our friends behind. They were able to reef down a bit better than us and are going way slower, but on the upside maybe we can outrun the storm or see it peter out. See how we go. Day number 2, I think.
No,
No.
start again.
What day number is it?
3.
We've got day number 3. We're about halfway between the Canary Islands and Cape Verde. Night passages have been fairly good. This wind's really consistent. It's definitely getting warmer now. The sea temperature is like 24 degrees. It's warm during the day. We're going into summer. It's exciting. And Nikau's is flying along. We just figured out if we throw up our whole main, that's holding us over a lot better, so we're not doing this all night long. And we've just got a reefed in Genoa at the front just to kind of slow us down. But we're still going about 8.5 knots. So Nikau is not a sailing ship, she's a flying ship right now. What are we playing, David?
The Hammond game.
Go. How does it work?
It's not shaking.
Go, it'll shake. It's not shaking anymore. It's shaking the wrong way with this boat. Oh! That's what you do on passage. You play with hams. Oh! Oh! See if you can, like, you gotta have your tongue out. Oh! He's so gonna get. Go, closer! Closer!
We came up on deck after lunch. This is on the 3rd day, and a bit of nasty weather, a bit of thunder and lightning going on over here. So we put on our radar to track the storm, see which way it's going. Turn upwind, hoping to try and avoid it, but it still looks like it's coming for us, and we do not want to get hit by lightning right now. That would be very unfortunate.
Our fishing drought might be over. What have you got?
Maybe a mahi or a swordfish or a tuna, I don't know, but it's big.
We had one on
but
both lines.
The problem is
I lost one.
we're poled out, so I can't slow the boat down, so
I know. Show them.
it's very difficult. There he is. Look at him. He's a mahi, over.
Davey, you look like you're going to do some damage with that gaff.
No, kind of sad.
Okay. Here, hold this. Someone give me the net.
Pogo, come here.
He's too big for the net.
Pogo, come here.
Got it.
Woo!
Look at that mahi, man. That is a good mahi.
Well done. Sugar gets excited when we go fishing.
Jenny up. Now, the Jenica is like the unicorn of Nikau, and we have ripped her 3 times now. We're certainly not proud of that. The first time, we ripped her right through the middle, clean through the middle, in our passage from Gibraltar to the Canary Islands. We ripped her right at the foot of the sail and right along the side. And just the other day, I accidentally took off the wrong jammer, and Jenny just fell down and happened to hit a little screw that was sticking out. We got a little rip and we managed to fix her. It's always a drama, but she's up today after a little bit more of a drama, and we're sailing.
Another fish. I think it's a mahi-mahi. A photo. Now we're videoing.
Alright.
Beautiful fish.
Beautiful mahi. Cooking up some mahi. They say go south until the butter melts. Well, we have melted butter, so it looks like we're south enough to head to Barbados.
Woo!
But we're not doing that, we're going to Cape Verde first.
Frying some fish, and we've also made what we call kakonda, or some people call it ceviche, or ikimata, which is basically just a raw fish salad, which is super yummy. Coconut cream, bit of tomato. What else do you put in there, Josh?
Tomato,
Red onion.
cream, red onion.
Lemon.
You got to go, yeah, coconut cream, chili,
Some lemons.
lemons, salt, pepper.
I smile because I know you now.
Caught up with by a whole pod of dolphins. I mean, the most enormous pod of dolphins that I've ever seen. You know, they say if you see some on the surface, there's like 10 times the amount underneath. So there would have been hundreds and hundreds in this pod, little small ones, porpoises, and they were with us for maybe an hour. So much fun. We just shouted land ahoy because we can see Cape Verde in the distance, rising up into the clouds.
Hey now, let me comfort you. Oh baby, now hush now, I'm waiting for you, for you, for you, for you. So will you play if we forget about the morning? I'm here to stay. No, you can run from me, honey. So keep your head above the ground. So will you stay if I can stop you from running?
Put these in. It's a feeding frenzy. It's a bloody scramble.
Here it is. This is our final fruit and veg shot for the Atlantic crossing. Jazz doesn't think we've got enough. I'm a chef on Nikau, and I can guarantee you there is no way our family ever eats this much fruit and vegetable. So I'm betting some of it's going to go off. Jazz thinks otherwise.
Okay, Josh, what are you doing here?
Our big cured ham.
Jamón
Our jamón
from
Spanish.
Spain, España.
Is getting all ready. Hopefully this is going to last the whole crossing, which is 2 weeks. We're going to leave in a couple of days' time. Really enjoying it here in
Mindelo,
Cape
Cape Verde. So this is a special jamón holder, and the type of jamón we have is a Serrano, not Iberico. We know this because the hoof is white, but the native pigs, the hoof is black. The Iberico. So this is slightly
About
cheaper
3 times
version.
more expensive than
Yeah,
Iberico.
but I'm hoping it's still good. And Josh has been watching YouTube videos on how to be an expert jamón slicer. So what are you going to do? You're going to slice off the...
Going to take off the layer of fat, keep it to the side.
Why are you going to keep it to the side?
Because after we're done eating it, you put the fat back on just to seal it again. The fat seals it.
And you wrap it up.
You can wrap it up a little bit, put a little cloth on it, and it should be sweet. Every couple of days there might be a thin layer of little mould on there. You can cut that off. It's just really normal. Discard it and then munch away again. Perfect for on a boat, I think. Today is the big day when we head off on the Atlantic crossing. 2 weeks at sea, 2,000 nautical miles, and then we will hit Barbados. We're going with 5 other boats: Mrs. Chippy, Soriso, Bogue, the Space Grazer. It's going to be 5 boats, and we're going to have AIS coverage of them all the whole way. We're going to stick together, and it's going to be a blast. At least we hope it is.
And the FARC, which is the Free Atlantic Rally Crossing, is off. The 5 boats are sailing. We've all just got our genoas up because it's pretty windy and rough. There's an acceleration zone between these 2 islands, but we are pumped. We've all been playing music to each other over the VHF. We are so excited. It's been a whole year of preparation for this moment, and we're off, and we can't wait to get to the Caribbean.
I see it now in my head, like a photograph under my bed. And the lights were out.
In the sail cover.
Was said, we said those words. I never saw it coming. Caught me by surprise. I swore you were the one when looked into your eyes. Yeah, I was never gonna leave ya, leave ya. You were always gonna be that one. Yeah, our love was like a fever, fever.
It's the end of day 2, and it's been a bit of a rough day. We had our Jenica up this morning for about an hour, and it just got really rolly, and unfortunately it is ripped in half again. We were pretty gutted after that, and it was so kind of light and fluky. We couldn't even use our mainsail, and so we had to motor for most of the day. But the wind's come back now. We're sailing again. We're watching the sunset, enjoying the sundowner. We don't drink a lot on passage, but we do have 1 drink at sunset every day just to celebrate the end of another day at passage. It's been a hard one, but I think tomorrow will be better.
I feel it now, like I felt it then. Silent sirens echo, echoing. No one ever pictured a scene like this. When you turned and walked away, I never saw it coming. Caught me by surprise. So you were the one when I looked into your eyes. Yeah, I was never gonna leave ya.
Naomi's on watch, and how you feeling about it, honey?
It's a nice night. It's really bright and easy, and the waves are coming behind us, so it's nice and still. It's pretty easy. Although the squalls aren't squalls, they're rainstorms. So if they do hit us, I get really wet, which is not fun. So, yay!
Today is day 6 of the passage and we're all getting used to it. We had a pretty good night last night. It was a beautiful full moon, but we're having to go directly downwind, which means going wing on wing. And what happens quite a lot is when a wave hits us or the wind gets too light is the sails flog, and it just means they lose the wind and they go boom boom, and it sounds terrible, and it's not good for your sails because it means they can rip. But can't really do too much about it. We're doing what we can to manage that, and it's only flogging occasionally. So we've had it like that all night, and it will probably be like that most of the way back to Barbados. Lucky we brought that spinnaker pole in Gibraltar. To stave off the boredom on passage, we have to get creative with some activities, especially with our food. So today we have decided to make sushi for lunch. We brought a mat and the seaweedy stuff. Kids are going to have vegetarian, we're going to have smoked salmon. We would have liked to have fresh fish, but we haven't had so much luck catching the fish, unfortunately. But this will still be yummy.
We are halfway. I've got the halfway cigar out and having a drink. Got my daughter to snuggle. Got mahi mahi for dinner, which the cats had a good portion of. And it's pretty exciting getting halfway. Sails are flogging.
We've got a full moon. Got some dancing people. Ooh. And Coco's going to join in.
Yeah. Do the dance. Do the
Come on,
dance.
Coco.
Christmas is in 2 days and we've been getting everything ready. As you can see, we've got 2 presents under the tree right now. More are coming. And it's been great sailing all day today, apart from the start. But now it's great.
And what are we having for dinner here?
Oh, pork, fillet,
With a homemade apple sauce.
pumpkin.
Yum. We're eating well on this passage, aren't we, guys? I think we're eating really
How
well.
would you not eat well on passage? And I don't know if you can see this on camera, but it is so still in here. So we're on a broad reach. We've been pointing downwind and booming out our going wing on wing for a couple of days, which is a little bit like your butt of your boat just kind of swings around. But a broad reach just kind of means that we're leaning over and just nice and consistent, and it's going to make for a good night's sleep.
And no more flogging of the sails.
We are over a week into the middle of the Atlantic. It's so cool out here. Right in the middle of the Atlantic, we've got our friends Mrs. Chippy, and just to maybe 20 miles to our right, we've got a couple of other boats that we've been traveling with, and it is so cool. We're going to be toasting them as we cruise past today and saying good night to them with the setting sun in the background. It is Christmas Eve. Look, ding 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 ding. Tomorrow is Christmas Day here on Nikau in the middle of nowhere. The kids are pumped, really excited about it. I'm pretty excited too.
I'm just getting some pancake mix ready for tomorrow morning. It's Christmas, exciting. We have had a couple of days of light wind. We're day 9 now. It was exciting to reach halfway yesterday, but we've had to motor all day today, and the forecast is for winds increasing. So fingers crossed, because we can't motor for too many more days. We'll use up all our diesel, but we can probably motor for another 2 days. We don't want to do that. So hope the wind kicks in like the forecast says it's going to. Get the horn!
Is this crazy, Naomi?
Yeah.
Seeing people in the middle of the ocean. There's Mrs. Chippy with her 5 kids on board.
So there it is. We meet up with our friends right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. How crazy is that? We've come all the way from Cape Verde with these guys, and now here in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, we just randomly meet up with them.
What have we here, sugar? It is a flying fish. They come on the deck at night and sugar loves to play with them. Pretty exciting, but Naomi's terrified of them. It's very early in the morning on Nikau. Davey's opening his first present. Merry Christmas! Okay, so who's liking their present so far?
Me.
Yeah.
I got my very own Christmas bongo that will entirely annoy Dad.
Good one, Santa.
That's gonna be awesome, right? Yeah, and Naomi, what have you got? What have you got, Naomi?
I've got a massive pack of Maltesers.
Yeah,
Bongo things. And
writing stuff, you love to write. And Instamax camera, so you can take photos of everything and your friends. Bella,
sushi meal kit.
a sushi making kit of your very own.
And a Hawaiian sling.
Oh, Hawaiian sling, awesome.
Super flexi snorkel for going under rocks.
Awesome.
And curling it up and putting it in your VCD.
Yeah,
Cool little VHF things.
VHF radios, wow.
Things and this nice book.
Art stuff.
Some nice headbands.
Nice headbands. And you've still got a bit of things to open, don't you?
Oh yes. And it's my turn.
Oh, Josh.
Yeah, what?
Are you making?
Pancakes!
Banana pancakes.
Some banana pancakes from the future.
Special Christmas breakfast. Even Sugar's joining in.
The humans are dead. They were killed by pancakes from an alien species. The humans are dead. With their spatulas, they came to kill them and wrap them in tin cloth with poisonous axes. They banana their asses.
Richard on acid-free sustainable forest paper.
Little step to the unknown. Everybody's trying to tell me no. Today's the end of Boxing Day, and we're making really good ground, sailing directly downwind towards Barbados. We've got 3 days to go. It's the home straight. Can't believe we've pretty much sailed across the Atlantic Ocean. Mind blown.
Less than a quarter of the way to go. Only 460 miles now. Getting excited about that. Playing a bit of PlayStation. Are you getting sick of PlayStation, David?
No.
Never. Bella is setting a record for herself, as she has not been out of her pajamas.
And for the record,
It's kind of comfy.
Kind of comfy, yeah?
Bella's the cleanest person in the world.
That's right.
I get 1 shower a day. It's my limit.
We have a whole tank of water just for Bella.
Right, so what are you all standing looking at?
There's a huge marlin just swimming around the back of our boat. Yep, pretty cool.
Pretty cool. We have only 2 days left to go. The wind and the waves have really come up though, so it's not so pleasant, but the end's in sight, so we'll just put up with it. There is just so much weed in the water here. It's why we have stopped fishing, sadly. We've only caught the 1 mahi on this trip, but we were sick of catching seaweed, and we were sick of losing lures to really big fish that we're not really equipped for out here. So no more fish for us. It's a bit stormy, it's a bit rough anyway. And tomorrow, which is our last day, woohoo, it is forecast to be the highest winds, gusting in the 30s and 4-meter waves. I'm not looking forward to that. A bit scary. I mean, today is second to last day, the Friday, it's pretty rough, but tomorrow it looks scary on the forecast. But soon we'll be in Barbados.
Under 24 hours to go, and check out these seas, they're massive. 30, 35 knots all night with these 4-meter swells, and Nikau's main was completely reefed down, and man did she do well. We battened down the hatches, came inside, brought the chart plotter inside, and this is like a floating apartment down here. It was beautiful, and she just kept her course all night long. It was a little bit rocky, but we're really proud of Nikau for keeping us safe in this big sea. Well, we have just sighted Barbados, straight underneath a little squall rainbow. I'm not sure if you'll make it out. It's very dim on the horizon. We've got 20 miles to go to around the corner. We've decided to take the lower end of the island, which says take caution because of rough seas, but we just really want to get there. Our friends have taken the top side, probably being a little bit more cautious, which is cool, and we are so pumped. Can't wait to get there. Can't wait to have a late lunch, hopefully in Barbados.
Smells like coconut and sandy beaches. I'm so excited to get there. Come on, there you go.
Coming into anchor in Barbados, Carlisle Bay, after 14 days from Cape Verde. So good to be here.
Okay,